Alright, I am back. Um, no real updates to speak of today. So just depending on what quest I end up getting today. But yeah, gonna go ahead and mute myself, so yeah.
What are you doing here, city dweller? Keep your distance, outsider. The last thing we need is some rock-brained city dweller bumbling around. Darkness dominates this part of the forest. Uella the Hagraven and her Reachmen are encamped here. For now, at least. Yes, there is something you could do for me, outsider. I have a cousin who left the Sisterhood and returned to the stinking pile of rocks that is Evermore. If you are going there, find her, and tell her to leave the city, now. Because the city is doomed. Even if they are not destroyed by the Reachmen, there is a corruption from within the city that will bring it down. I prefer that my cousin Phil Goes was not there. Please, just tell her she has to get out.
You're just the type Sergeant Anteve is looking for.
Do you mind? I'm trying to have a quiet moment to myself here. Gods! She's still trying to control me. That's why I left. I'm not taking orders from Cousin Freda anymore, and I'll be staying in Evermore whether she likes it or not. Thanks for the message. Thanks for reminding me why I'm here.
I hope you'll forgive me for making assumptions, but... well, you look like someone who knows how to fight. I mean, if not, then you certainly fooled me. If you do know how to fight, well then, we could really use your help. Defending the city? If you're going to be sticking around, you're probably going to be defending yourself one way or another. If you're willing, though, Sergeant Anteve asked me to send any tough-looking types his way. He's at the West Gate.
So, you're the one that saved the Queen, eh? You don't look that special.
Have you been to...
Think you're tough? I've dealt with dozens.
I tell you, things grow darker here by the damn hour. Reachmen are right down there. Came in by boat, took the lighthouse, and now they're crawling up in the woods to assess our defenses. And our orders are to just sit here and watch. Captain Huron's fought the bastards' leader before, Strasnok. He says we're outmatched and we have to just wait them out. I say the captain's a few links shy of a full chain. With our defenses weakened, we can't risk waiting. Absolutely. Captain's ordered us to hold back, but not you. And he did say we need more outside help. Morale's been down in the dung heap since King Eamon died. If you can lop off this Strasnok's head, it'd be an inspiration to the men. I won't lie to you, friend. Things are grim. The king and his heirs are dead. Our forces decimated. Crows are everywhere. People have lost hope. Bring Strasnok's head to Captain Huron at the South Gate. That'll be a big win for us. The king's brother, Duke Renchant. He's at least acting as regent right now. Should have been Queen Argella who took over, but she's not been herself. Understandable after losing her husband and her children, but the people miss her. I wouldn't say that. They just don't know him. Renchant's doing the best he can with what he's got. He's taking action. He's the one who put Captain Huron in charge of defenses. I'm trying not to hold that against him, though.
More knuckle bolts for my necklace!
So you're the one wreaking havoc down there among those hawkers. I've tangled with a Reachman or two in my day, and my helmet's off to anyone who charges into their ranks that way. Don't suppose you've come to enlist in the town guard, have you? have old Strasnock's head? Shows bones. Somebody buy this crazy bastard a cup of mead. If you like to cut off Reachman heads, you've come to the right place, my friend. Have you met Duke Renchant? The Duke will want to meet you. Good. Take your time, though. Rest up. You've earned it. The Duke will know of your deed, and you can go see him in the castle when you're ready. He'll reward you well. Might even offer you my job. It's yours if you want it.
This is absurd. I've committed no crime. And they're just gonna leave me here. I would say to Rut, but I will never get that chance. I'll be speared through when the city is taken. And then these damn crows will eat my remains.
What?
If you have a moment, I would appreciate a word. Pardon my intrusion, but I would speak to you on behalf of Queen Argella. I am her handmaiden. The Queen has heard of your recent accomplishments, and she asked me to make a private request on her behalf. He is. The Queen stepped aside, but she remains the rightful ruler of the kingdom, and she still cares deeply for its people. Even now, in mourning, she attends to wounded soldiers and refugees in the chapel, but she has other concerns as well. Quite frankly, she's concerned about the city's defenses. But of course, she cannot publicly question the Duke's policies. This is why we were hoping you could discreetly investigate to see if there's any merit to some of the rumors we've heard. Her Majesty would ask you to inspect the defenses at the East Gate and ask the former guard captain, Sir Jarnet, for his assessment of the Duke's strategy. If you are willing, the Queen also wishes to know why a refugee was put in the stocks. I know Her Majesty would appreciate if you gave these matters the highest priority. After you've completed your investigation, come speak to the Queen at the Chapel of St. Pellin. If there are problems, she should know as soon as possible.
Trinkets, great gifts often appear as a surprise, but sometimes the surprise should be spoiled. With an open mind, one hears truth, however dark it may be. No! The telling has already been done. I am here to listen and to watch. I'm a crow. What more do you need to know?
This is absurd. I've committed no crime. And they're just... For speaking the truth. Nothing more. The Imperial Army has just conquered the largest city in southern Bankarai. And mark my words, they will come here next. Because I have just come from Holland Stand. The Imperials infiltrated the city and seized it overnight. They enslaved half the population. They will do the same here. But when I suggested this to the guards, they locked me up. They said I was spreading half-truths and paranoid delusions. They said the people here have had enough fear with the Reachmen and cannot afford to hear my ravings. Please, you must get me out of here. I don't want to be eaten by crows.
When the truth is silenced, it is the people. The people eye the North with fearful eyes. But it's from the South that the storm approaches. Are you leading me somewhere? Or are you the one being led? You ask for answers, but what you need are questions.
Sure, that's wise. There truly is
a... Who are you? Can't you see I'm having a drink with my friend here? Might as well embrace the crows. They're here to stay. If anyone goes, it'll be us. With 15 guards and a couple quivers of arrows? Not a chance! Everyone's dead. The king, the prince, the knights and soldiers. The job's almost done, just a few stragglers left. You know who I'm talking about? Me and you, that's who. Renchant, sure. He's realistic at least. He knows we can't last a day unless we get some help from the outside. Of course, the new guard captain, Huron, doesn't seem to want any help. The lout brushed off an offer from the Fighters Guild. Sure enough, Huron said he's exploring other options. Don't know what those options are. Don't hear much down here, though. Say, why don't you ask the Crow? I swear the thing's talking. Probably knows more than we do. More than me, at least.
When there's no knowledge in the tops of towers, check the bottoms of bottles. One can witness the larger view from on high, but one must come down below to see what hides in shadows. The light hides in shadows, but only there can it shed on secrets. A secret told is no secret, but all knowledge has its time.
Welcome to Anchor's Point.
So much suffering. So much death. Like my husband and my children, this soldier gave her life forevermore. I wish I could offer her more comfort, but I can only pray with her to gods whose mercy I have come to doubt. Many others are enduring similar losses. I deserve no more compassion than they do. In truth, knowing they share my grief has been a great consolation. You are not here for grieving, though. Is there some official business that demands my attention? Oh, of course. Glerica told me. I hope you'll forgive her. Her intentions are good, but she misled you. That request was not on my behalf. She can't seem to accept my decision to step aside and let Duke Renchant handle all matters of state. I would, but at another time. I hope you understand. Losing my family, I just need time, and I believe this is how I can best serve the people right now. If you have concerns about security, though, you must report them to the Duke. Thank you for respecting my wishes. Perhaps you can convince Glerica to do the same. She's already off again investigating some ship at the docks. These matters are the Duke's concern now, and he has my support. He'll appreciate your help, though.
That is indeed an immense relief, Yoren. Give us room to breathe, but it doesn't mean we can rest on our laurels.
I know. It's only one victory, Your Grace. But I hope it's a sign of more to come.
I do too, but that's going to require more work on both our parts. And there's nothing for it but to get it done. You're dismissed, Captain. Aha! You must be the hero whose bold deeds Captain Huron was just recounting. Retaking the lighthouse may seem trivial, but in times like these, it's huge. Say, you look like someone I've been hearing quite a bit about. May I ask your name? As I expected, your reputation precedes you. You've become something of a legend in the kingdoms of the Daggerfall Covenant. You're certainly welcome in Evermore. These are desperate times. Have you seen much of the city? Indeed. Then by all means, tell me what you discovered. Oh yes, I'm well aware of this. It's unfortunate, but the terms the Guild demanded were downright rapacious. Furthermore, the number of mercenaries they could actually muster was almost insignificant. It simply wasn't worth it. I opened our gates to the refugees, but there are limits, and that man was completely mad. Standing outside the castle, shouting that we were all going to die? The people of Evermore are terrified already. We can't afford such nonsense. So you saw those? You are very perceptive. The truth is that we found an ally to help defend the city. I'm not quite ready to make this information public, though. Yes, that is the ship that transported the supplies. There are more supplies being offloaded even now. Please, if you'll just be patient, I'll share all the details in due time. For now, you must stay away from that ship, though. It's off limits. Listen, I can tell that you have an inquisitive nature, and I know your intentions are good, but I cannot risk revealing all my plans just yet. Suffice to say, I've found a way to protect the city from the Reachmen, and that is what matters. I'm sure that you realize that with the Reachmen bearing down on us, I have a great many matters to attend to. I absolutely do not wish to be rude, but I must be going. Come back another time and I will endeavor to answer all your questions. All right. If you cannot be convinced to let this go. You must understand, desperate times call for desperate measures. If those Reachmen take this city, they are going to kill every man, woman, and child. Anything is better than that. Hear me out. A few weeks ago, Imperial diplomats made an offer. They have a deal with the Reach. If we surrender the city to Imperial authority, the Reachmen cannot attack. Not only will we survive, but we'll also retain considerable autonomy. We don't have a choice. And at this point, you don't either. Steps are being taken as we speak, and there's nothing you can do to stop us from moving forward. You don't even have any proof with which to raise an alarm. As I said before, the Bullseye Queen is off-limits to all but its crew and the city guard. You've given me no reason to trust you, so at this point, I think I'll say no more.
Well?
No!
I wasn't always a merc.
So much to do.
Hey, you! What are you doing slinking around my ship?
Funny boat, funny business. I want to see what's in the hold, too. Crows on the ship, with a cruise on the shore. South Button City Wall. One carries the key to open the door. Approach with care, though. Drunk sailors can be salty.
I need a break.
I don't remember inviting you aboard. Make your business quick, or you'll be picking seaweed out of your teeth. No, you don't, and I don't mean to let you. Only crew and special guests down there. Anyone else goes down, they'll get cut. Go ahead then, take it. Go down there and get yourself killed. It's no skin off my back.
I think perhaps I had our assignments wrong. I should have checked the stocks and sent you to check the ship. I shouldn't have come here on my own, but I had a feeling the Duke was making bad decisions. Of course, calling this a bad decision would be an understatement. If we don't do something, he's going to hand the city over to Imperial control. The Queen is going to have to take charge. If this doesn't knock her into her senses, I don't know what will. We need proof, though. Can you untie me and then look around? Anything to prove what they're planning. I'll meet you out on the docks.
Quiet, you beef-witted louts.
Circle around!
You just missed it. The ship's captain left the ship and headed toward that alley to the south. She looked like she was in a hurry. What did you find, though? Anything that reveals more about their plans? The Garbellied bastards! I knew that ship was carrying more than just supplies. We need to move fast. Can you follow the captain and find out what she's up to? Then take the proof to the Queen. If this doesn't wake her up, nothing will. I'll go and find Sir Jarned and any other guards who remain loyal. After you've informed the Queen, come and meet me outside the inn.
Your cargo's unloaded, and I'm here for payment. I hope you don't
If I
come to
come
regret this, Huron.
this, I'd probably be dead anyways. I don't expect you to understand, Captain. Here's your payment.
Thanks. When are you and your allies making your move? I want to make sure I'm long gone by then.
We're arming everyone up at the weapons cache in the South Alley in just a few hours. So I'd set sail right away. Kind speed you, Captain.
Help me.
Somehow I had a feeling I'd see you again. Tell me, has Glerica gotten herself into trouble this time? Or is it that the Duke didn't take kindly to you questioning his decisions? Oh, come now, you can't expect me to believe that. Has Glerica resorted to trying to deceive me now? This is a jest, right? Surely, Duke Renshin would never even consider such a thing. I can't believe what I'm reading. How could Renshin be such a fool? Has he given up on defending the kingdom and decided to accept the lesser of two evils? This is simply mad! Of course not. Though I can blame myself no less. I'm the one who trusted the fool. He's apparently just a damn coward. You know, Aemond told me Renshin was naive. You've now given me proof of this fact. If the Imperials take Bankrai, it will be a fatal blow to the Covenant. We can't allow Renshin to do this. Damn it. He's leaving me no choice but to take back the throne. I know Glerica will be pleased to hear that. Where is she, by the way? Smart girl. She always has been. I suppose I should have listened to her. Very well. We need to do this smoothly. The city has suffered enough. We don't want a battle in the streets. We need to take time to do this right. How much time do we have? Gods, there goes that idea. You must root out these spies right away then. Do not use weapons though. That will cause a panic, and I don't want that. Find Glerica and Sir Jarned and figure out another way. After you've ensured the city is safe, meet me in the castle, and we'll deal with Duke Renshin. The poor fool probably doesn't even realize he's committed treason. May the gods keep you, my courageous friend. No, he needs to watch his cowardly little plan crumble first. I want him demoralized before we confront him. I also want to think about exactly what to say. It has to be good, you know.
Friends, foes, and fools, hard to know which is which, or who is who. Choose poorly and wind up dead. A witness I was, and nothing more. But if a crow can spy someone, so can a spy. But you know the true threat now. Imperials! Now, you must listen to me. Yuela, they call me. Those that follow. From the Reach we come to conquer this land, but the enemy of an enemy is a friend. So I am a friend. My Reachmen march this way. Evermore will be ours, but not if Imperials have it. They are a threat right now for you and me. You need friends. Let us be friends then, and join together to beat our common foe. Temporary truce. Neither wants ever more Imperial. We work together, destroy the Imperials, then we are enemies again. I like it not myself, but you have no one to help you now. The only choice for either of us is to work together. You cannot strike down spies, but my crows can. Pretty little pets. Mark our foes, signal my crows, and we will strike. We will clean the city of Imperials. Then we are enemies again.
This is unbearable.
Another sharp-minded citizen. Do you also prefer not to be ravaged by Reachmen? Strength. That is the only thing that will stop the invaders. Where can we find a strong army? Why, the Imperials are only a few days' march to the south. Join me, friend. Let us give this city to those who can defend it.
Won't you take pity on me? Lend a helping hand?
The rumors about... Here's someone who's seen a battle or two. You've read the writing on the wall, haven't you, my friend?
Evermore is doomed without Imperial assistance. Help us. Help us take the city from the Covenant, and we will usher in a new day. A day of security and self-respect. A day of survival.
One thing is sure. Ah, did you hear the voice of reason and come to listen more closely? The Reachmen are at the city's doorstep. Something must be done, must it not? Simple. Surrender the city to Imperial control. If the Imperials have Evermore, the Reachmen cannot attack. You will survive, and even better. Surrender now, and we promise you will remain free.
I liked you, friend. I did. I'm sorry it had to come to this.
What? Things have never looked worse.
Can you believe this? The Duke's apparently run off to avoid facing me. After what he's done, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Tell me, though, is the city safe? Have the Imperial spies been dealt with? Excellent. Then dealing with the rat I let into the castle is all that remains, if we can just find whatever hole he's scurried into. No, but what about Sir Jarnett and Glerica? All three of you deserve a medal after this is done with. No. Glerica. Glerica is gone? But why? She was an innocent young girl. I knew the Imperials were heartless, but do they have no honor at all? Wrenchant. He's responsible for this too. Where is that bastard? Yes, he's actually most likely to be down in Eamon's private rooms. Unworthy swine that he is. Will you come with me? I could call the guard, but it might be better if you and I just deal with this quickly and quietly. Wretched, you bastard! I rue the day I gave you the throne.
Welcome back, Argella. Good work. First, you ran this kingdom into the ground, then you dumped it into my lap. Now the two of you repay me by sabotaging my plans and destroying any hope we had of surviving the Reachman attack. Of course they were. Have you seen the Reachman's numbers? You think you can take them all on yourself? You cut off one head, but there are thousands more, and they are barbarians. You've doomed the people of this city to a fate worse than death. Whatever it was, the alternative was death. Listen, there's nothing more to say. If you expect me to apologize and plead for mercy, you're out of luck. I was doing the right thing. Lock me up if you must, but I don't deserve death. Very well then. Argella, my fate is in your hands. You know I made the only rational choice.
I wouldn't call it rational, Wrenchant. I would call it cowardly. Eamon died defending this kingdom, and you'll die for betraying it. Now that he's been dealt with, we have real work to do. Please, meet me outside. Thank you for dealing with that situation. I know it wasn't pleasant, but life just isn't always a pleasant thing. Certainly not in my case. Nevertheless, we have responsibilities we cannot simply ignore. Glerica taught me that. And you, of course. I know. I feel partially responsible for her death. But if I give in to remorse or sorrow, I would be doing her a dishonor. From now on, I'm going to honor Eamon's legacy, rule as he would have, as he and Glerica would want me to. No matter what the future holds, Evermore is deeply indebted to you, as I am too. In times like these, we all need a hero like you, to remind us that no matter how bad things get, there's always hope.
Tell the Queen the truth. Her reign will soon end. We are enemies again, you and I. The Imperial tricks are undone, but your stone city will still fall. Through Crow's eyes, I spy your weak defenses. These lands belong to the Reach, and we will soon sweep through. You don't need a crow's eyes to see this. Use your own. Look north. If you do not spy my armies now, you will soon. Count your blessings, though. Death at a Reachman's hand is more merciful than enslavement at an Imperial's. The sooner your fate is accepted, the better we will all feel. I am queen of these lands, not that weak woman over there. Tell her the truth. After the city's sacked, I'm going to peck out her eyes.
I hope you'll forgive me for being blunt, but under the circumstances, there's no time for social niceties. I am still in awe of what you've done to save the city, but did I just see you talking to a crow? So that's why all these crows have descended on the city? Gods, I knew it wasn't a coincidence. Fine, I'll give every guard a bow. I think it's time for us to do some bird hunting. First, though, if you spoke to their leader, what did she say? I see. Not really much of a surprise. The Reachmen are bearing down on Northglen already. We've already sent every soldier we can spare, but there's little chance of turning the tide of battle. Your presence there might make all the difference. Once you get there, I'm sure the Reachmen won't know what hit them. Look for Sergeant Antive in Northglen. He was just sent there, but with Captain Huron dead, he's one of my most senior officers. I suppose I'll need to give him a promotion. Sure, he could probably use some encouragement. Tell him I'm going to promote him to lieutenant, assuming we defeat the Reachmen, of course.
It is good that the Queen has returned. She has a warm heart and cares deeply for her people. But it will take more than good intentions to reclaim our homes.
Feels the same way.
Believe me, there is nothing I'd fancy more than returning you to your homes. Sooner than start cleaning up the rubbish like
5.
You're here to work metal, yeah? You're here to work metal?
card sharps and collectors. Test your wits and courage in a brand new card game. Tale...
Odra, Oko, Ta. Edode, Oko, Ta. Edode, Oko, Ta. Edode, Oko, Ta. Pojara, Huoko, Ta. Jade, Oru, Ta. Jade, Okori, Ta. Jade, Okori, Ta. Jade, Okori, Ta.
I sense life.
card sharps and collectors. Test your wits and courage in a brand new card game, Tales of Tribute.
Something catch your eye?
Fivefold venom.
Alright, that'll be it for me today. Managed to make it over an hour today. But yeah, I'll see what quest I get the next time. So yeah, otherwise, peace out.